Hey guys, my name is Hermosa Belle, and this channel is for women who are focused on self-love, self-growth, and development. So as you guys can see by the title of this video, I am currently on a self-love journey, which is a journey that I actually had to kickstart again this year because I noticed in the past 2 years I was basically reverting to my old ways. So I actually did a spiritual journey that had a lot to do with growing and loving myself, and this was around 5 years ago. This was actually after I left a very toxic relationship, and after that relationship I took 1.5 years to really focus on loving myself, getting to know myself, and basically appreciating myself as a person. But these last 2 years I have been dealing with very bad social anxiety, and I noticed because of that social anxiety I was kind of reverting to my old ways of not really loving myself. The social anxiety actually led me to engage in negative self-talk, which I think is really detrimental to yourself as a person. If any of you guys have watched my previous video of how to elevate yourself in your 20s, I did concentrate on how important it is to have positive self-talk. So I noticed in these past 2 years I was engaging in negative self-talk. I wasn't really loving myself. I was really downing myself. I was like, what is wrong with me? I felt like me having social anxiety, it can cause people to think that I don't like them, I'm rude. It could cause people to think that I don't care for them, I don't care to engage with them, and I'm very standoffish. And that was really affecting me. I had such a hyper focus on my flaws as a person, and I negated therapy. So I really had to sit down at the beginning of this year. It wasn't even the end of last year, at the beginning of this year, and I was like, I am reverting back to my old ways. Everything that I worked on so hard, it's like I'm taking so many steps back, and I had to really control that and be like, I need to work on this year. So I went again and started my self-love journey. So in this video I'm going to be talking about everything that I am doing in my self-love journey to grow as a person, become a better version of myself, and for personal development. So I really hope that everything I talk about in this video either inspires you guys to kickstart your self-love journey as well. It helps you guys cultivate different ideas. So if you guys are interested on how to have a self-love journey that is actually successful, that you guys are actually growing in it, then this video is definitely for you. So before I get into my self-love journey and the different things that I implement in this journey, I really wanted to point out that self-love can be completely different for everyone. So I feel like it's really important for me to say what I believe is self-love, because you guys get an idea what my ultimate goal is and what it is that I'm working towards. So for me, self-love is having a high regard for your well-being, appreciating yourself and doing things that help you grow spiritually, physically, mentally. Also with self-love, I believe that you are not sacrificing your needs to please others. But yeah, I did want to just throw that all out there. But now let's get into all the things that I do to be successful in my self-love journey. So the first thing is self-confidence. So if you guys noticed, I am saying self-confidence, I'm not just saying confidence. So the reason I say self-confidence is I want you to tie in confidence and self-esteem. I'm pretty sure you guys know what confidence means. Confidence is believing that you can do it, and self-esteem is the belief that you deserve respect and love from others. So I really want you guys to put that together. Be confident that you can be successful in your self-love journey, but also believe that you deserve to love yourself and that you deserve love from others. So the reason that I'm saying self-confidence is one of the most important things in your self-love journey is that without having self-confidence, you're not going to be able to grow as a person. If you're not confident in yourself as a person, you're not going to love yourself, because you're going to find yourself unworthy and you're going to find yourself undeserving of that love. And I'm telling you right now, the days that I speak so positive to myself and I look myself in the mirror, I'm like, girl, you are that girl, you are beautiful. Those are my best days, and those are my days where I can achieve so much. And the days where I don't really have confidence in myself, those are the days where I can tend to get depressed and not achieve a lot of things, and basically I'm not even working towards my goal in growing as a person. So now when it comes to self-confidence, there are different things that you guys can engage in to be able to boost your self-confidence, and one of them is your physical appearance. So this is something that, you know, whether you believe it or not, how you look at yourself in a mirror, if you don't find yourself beautiful, if you don't feel confidence about who you are in your body, that is going to show through with everything you do. The way you look at yourself in the mirror, you want to be happy with yourself. So what I do in my life is I try to exercise as much as I can. Right now I'm not exercising as much as I should be. I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you guys, but it is something that I'm trying to put in my life more, because I know myself and I know that when I am fit and eating healthier, I am more confident. So how you feel about yourself physically when you look at yourself in the mirror is really important in your self-love journey. So if you guys want to do things that are helpful in your self-love journey, then engage in exercising, engage in eating healthy. Exercising and eating healthy, even according to research, helps you perform better and helps you to have a more positive mind. What you put in your body really does affect your brain. So now I'm going to be jumping into your diet. My diet is something that I have to concentrate on in my self-love journey. If I eat like a lot of like greasy fat foods high in sugar consistently, I'm lazy, I'm sluggish, and I become content with after work watching Netflix and not really doing anything. Another way to increase your self-confidence is having self-care. I believe that self-care is really important, because when you concentrate on self-care, you learn to love yourself better because you're taking care of these basic needs. But yeah, when it comes to self-confidence and self-care, you want to nourish yourself daily, sleep properly, and just basically show yourself that you are worthy to have this self-care. Don't let yourself go as a person. And I don't have any children. I'm not a parent. However, I know it's very hard when you have kids, especially if you're a single parent. And it's very easy to let self-care go. So I know earlier I said like a self-care routine. You don't necessarily have to have so many things that you do for self-care. It could be one thing a day, but at least engage in something for you where you have me time and you're taking care of yourself. Because when you take care of yourself with self-care, you really are showing yourself that you are worthy, that you are important, and that you deserve to be treated this way. Something else that I find very important in a self-love journey is to date yourself. When you date yourself, you are teaching yourself and learning that you don't have to be dependent on others for happiness. You're basically finding happiness with yourself as a person, and that is going to be your true happiness. Also, dating yourself increases your self-confidence. You get to learn what it is that you love, because if you're with a group of people, you really don't have that time to really focus on yourself and see what it is that truly makes you happy, because you're thinking in a group mentality. You're not really thinking in a self mentality. Dating yourself is so important to self-love. Think about it. When you start a relationship and before you guys really like fall in love, what is it that you guys do? You guys start dating each other to get to know each other. So to be able for you to really fall in love with yourself as a person, you have to date yourself too. Also celebrate the milestones that you reach and really celebrate yourself. And you don't have to spend money to celebrate yourself. For me, I like to spend a little money to celebrate myself. Basically, date yourself. Read self-love and personal growth books. Educate yourself as much as you can. Everything else is just material, but what you learn is something that you can basically have forever. It has been 5 hours since I just filmed that last part. I was having camera problems. As you guys can see, it is night. I started filming at 1. It is 8:03. But I think I was talking about reading self-love, self-help, and self-development books and the benefits during a self-love journey and how I've benefited I've benefited from these books during my self-love journey. The two books that I'm currently reading right now are The Four Agreements and The Alchemist. The Alchemist is a book, I hope I'm saying this right, is a book that I definitely recommend on a journey of self-love. Basically, The Alchemist is a book about pursuit of your dreams and of your happiness, and to never give them up. A lot of times when we get older, we forget about the dreams we had when we were younger, when we were children. We kind of let them go. We let them go because we're so concentrated on, you know, the adult things, working, paying your bills. And I feel like this is such an important book to read, especially if you're a parent, because a lot of times, you know, your main goal is your children, which I definitely understand that and I completely agree. However, you don't want to lose sight of yourself as a person. Remember to always still focus on yourself and to show yourself some self-love. And remember, you have your own goals as a person. So I really definitely recommend this book. This book just doesn't have to be for someone who's like, you know, they gave up on their dreams. It could be someone who, you know, you kind of given up on yourself. And I feel like anyone, you know, who wants to start a self-love journey, or is at the beginning of their self-love journey, you kind of haven't really focused on yourself, and that's the reason you want to go on this journey, or it's the beginning of this journey. So I definitely recommend The Alchemist. Also, with books about self-help, self-love, they offer new perspectives about yourself and the world. With these books, you're kind of able to focus on what it is, the main goal. And also with these books, the thing about us as humans is we bond over shared experiences or shared similarities. And the main goal of a self-help or a self-love book is to become a better version of yourself. I feel like a book is the best way to voice it to you, rather than you only going to social media. Of course, you know, use YouTube videos, watch mine in its entirety, but also use books as well, because I feel like books, they kind of don't allow you to kind of stray away from what's important, like sometimes social media can, if it's not important to you. So for example, the aesthetics, the looks, you know what I'm saying? And also, you know, these books can really empower you to have new beliefs about yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgiving yourself is actually something that is really near and dear to my heart, especially for a journey like this, because I had to forgive myself for some of the past decisions that I made in my life, because I noticed that even when I would take small steps forward, I couldn't really get to where I wanted to be in my life. When you don't forgive yourself, you tend to engage in negative self-talk and critique yourself. And that was the next thing that I was going to touch up on. You have to show yourself compassion. It took me a lot, but I had to show myself compassion. Know that you don't have to critique yourself and belittle yourself to be able to take responsibility. Basically, you don't have to criticize your failures to be able to take responsibility for them. And you can set expectations in your life, but if you fall short from those expectations, it's okay. Understand that you are human. We're not going to reach everything we have. Research even shows that people who engage in forgiving themselves, they have a better emotional and mental well-being and positive attitude. Also, research has shown that people who forgive themselves, you actually have better improvement if you were to just belittle yourself. Because when you're belittling yourself, you're engaging in negative self-talk, believe it or not. And engaging in negative self-talk actually hinders your productivity. And when I say productivity, I don't want to make it sound like a job, but this is a journey and you do have a goal. How productive are you being to reaching those goals? You're not really being productive if you're belittling yourself. Forgiving yourself, taking it in stride, and being like, what can I take from this situation and use it to my goals in the future to become a better version of myself. Face your demons. So facing your demons is really hard, especially since oftentimes a lot of our demons are our fears. If you can face that, you can face anything. Overcoming your biggest fears and your demons and the trauma that you went through in your life can take a lot of years. And I feel that that's what is so important when it comes to facing your demons with a self-love journey. Because during a self-love journey, it's always going to be continuous. So it doesn't matter how long it takes for you to be able to finally overcome your fears, as long as you're actively working on facing them. And then the last thing I wanted to touch up on is envision your desires. Visualizing what you want is going to help you know what to focus on, give you the determination to want to reach those goals as well. Basically, manifest what you want in your life. This is something I think I spoke in my past video. I definitely believe in manifesting. However, if you're going to believe in manifesting, you have to put some work into it as well. Manifesting is not just going to allow things to fall into your lap. Envisioning your desires is also going to help you to gain clarity to set your goals and help you focus on them. Basically, think of it as a mental snapshot. So when I say envision your desires, that can be you writing your goals on sticky notes, having it in a place around your room, making sure to put your goals on your notes, having your goals as a vision board like I like to do. It's actually 2 videos prior to this video. I feel that they help you manifest what you want in your life and visually look at what the goals that you want in your life every day. I definitely believe that you need to every day visualize the desires and the goals that you want in your life to help you stay focused and stay on track on the bigger picture. And of course, the bigger picture is your journey of self-love. But yeah, I really hope that this video was helpful. I'm actually going to use me filming this video to continue to work on loving myself more and more every day. Make sure to just slow your life down and really think about it and think about what it is that you want in your life. You are in no rush, because the beautiful thing about a self-love journey is it's a journey that's continuous. It's never going to stop. There's no such thing as reaching your most self-love. This is something that you're going to continuously be working on in your life. So just like that, do not rush the process. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring my bell because I do post sporadically. And I'll see you guys in my next video.
Just kiss.